Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video. And today I've got a really exciting video, one that I'm really pleased to bring to you, and that is some 4-2-3-1 pro player tactics for online gameplay. Obviously I've done a lot of tactics for you in terms of squad battles, but of course I'm not an expert online, but luckily we know somebody who is, and that is our good friend Josh9, who's sent the tactics over to me, allow us to do a video. He's obviously been grinding the game massively the first 4 weeks that he's been out, and he's finally starting to settle on some tactics. So he said, yeah, feel free to put it up as a video. So that's exactly what we're doing. So thank you very much, mate. And before we get into the tactics, I just want to say that Josh has actually started his own YouTube channel himself. I'm going to put a link in the pinned comment and the description. Please go and drop him a sub, okay? It's always really difficult when you're starting out, so yeah, please go over and drop him a sub. That would be most appreciated. I'm sure if you do, he'll let us carry on doing videos. Right, okay, let's get into it. So first of all, on screen you can see the team that he is using, and yes, obviously it is a very good team. Obviously pro players spend an awful lot of money on FIFA points, but even so, I spoke to him about this and said there's still tactics that are going to work nicely if you're using more general players, maybe like your Kantes, your Bruno Fernandes, Salahs, you know, those sort of players. So I won't dwell on the team too much. You can see who they are, and when we get into the player instructions I might a little bit. So let's go over to Kimpembe and go up to the tactics. Okay, so of course, like I said, this is a 4-2-3-1. Now actually I just want to draw your attention to something. While I've been doing squad battles coaching, I've noticed that people have struggled with this. So this is the second variant of the 4-2-3-1. And to be honest, on screen like this, it's just easier for you to see what's going on. But it's the second variation that we actually want to play in. So I'll quickly show you the difference in what I mean by that. Here we go. So that's the 4-2-3-1 that we want to play, not this one, okay? That is way too defensive. So this is the 4-2-3-1, but on screen what you saw was that one just for visual purposes, okay? Just to clear that up. Right. Custom tactics. I was shocked when Josh sent this over to me, because I'm telling you that I hadn't been doing it like this, but when he explains it to me, it just makes so much sense for online play. So defensive style, he prefers to have it on balance. Has tried pressure on heavy touch, and obviously with tactics for later in the game if you're chasing a goal, constant pressure. But from minute one, he said balance is by far the best one to use. He said because he just wants to be in control of a lot more stuff, and pressure being one of them. And he said if you've got it on pressure on heavy touch, sometimes you can be defending and the AI might just randomly bring someone out too far that you don't want to do, and at the kind of level that he plays up, that could be the one mistake that loses a game. And also that could be the same for us. If we're playing foot champs, you're aiming for that particular rank and you need one more win, and they go and make a mistake because somebody's been pulled out because you got pressure on heavy touch rather than balanced. I can understand that, I really can. Defensive width is at 50. Again, like I've said with squad battles, there's not much difference there. People haven't really noticed much difference from having it on 30 width or 80 width. So yeah, 50 will do for us. Right, moving on to depth. Again, nice and balanced. 50 depth. Doesn't want it too high, doesn't want it too low. Again, wants to be in control of what's going on. I get that. Like, we're doing a tactics video on this and it basically looks like we just haven't touched it, but I can assure you that there is a lot of thought behind this. Right, build-up play, something that I love and I talk about a lot when doing squad battles tactics, but of course this is completely different. We're playing online and the way that the meta is developing for FIFA 22. So Josh has it on balanced. He said that he thinks that slow build up could potentially be something that works for you, because it's turning out that people are keeping a lot of men behind the ball, and with not many skill moves available in this FIFA, that actually having a slower build up and then implementing a bit of pace and getting some bodies up the pitch might be a way to go. Equally, of course, if you do win it back, it's great to counter-attack. So just having it on balance, it gives you the best of both worlds, basically, because there is no right or wrong way, really, of attacking. One thing that he did say, and I totally agree with this, really don't like long ball. I've reviewed some gameplay of people playing long ball, and you just get the ball with your midfield, and everyone just runs away from you. I know, because they're looking for a long ball over the top, but through balls aren't as effective, or nowhere near as effective as they were last year, so it's not really a tactic that's going to work, to be honest. So keep that on balance. This is a slight difference, okay? And so Josh actually has the chance creation on balanced, okay? But he suggested to me that unless you're like an elite division player, or somebody looking to like compete in FIFA, I mean like a pro level, he has it on balance, but he recommended that if you're on a lower tier of players, so still good player, but not at the competitive standard, that direct passing is a good way to go. Reason Josh said he has it on balance, because he just wants to have total control over what's going on with his team, in terms of he can be triggering runs himself and just manually creating opportunities. He doesn't want somebody just running off if he doesn't want them to. However, for us, I'm going to say, direct passing is really good, because it's not over the top, and they do make decent runs. Yeah, so cut a long story short, balanced or direct passing. Personally, I would have direct passing, but I know Josh prefers it on balance. So it just depends what kind of player you are, maybe what sort of level you are. Width. Okay, this might be a bit confusing. So he's got his attacking width as 35. Remember, this is just for the 4-2-3-1 tactic, and that is because he said that 4-2-3-1 can be is quite a wide formation with your lamb and your ram. Although basically they're wingers, but with the way that FIFA is this year, with people getting a lot of men behind the ball, so it needs them a little bit more tucked in, so that they are in and around the box to be able to create chances and score goals. Quite simple. And when we move on to the player instructions, that will make a little bit more sense. Okay, players in the box. I liked his thinking on this. He says he's been playing around with it, and it could well change, but he has players in the box on 4, and that's because he wants his striker, lamb, ram, and cam to all be in and around the box, and what he wants is for the rest of the team to be backing up around the box to be able to recycle play if an attack breaks down, rather than having CDMs in the box. You lose it, completely open to counter attack. Corners 2, free kicks 2. Wants some players in the box, but is very concerned's the wrong word, wary of counter-attacks, which I completely understand. So that is the custom tactics. Let's get into the player instructions, because they are of course vitally important as well. So no thrills and spills on the back 4. We have all the back 4 on stay back while attacking, which is Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe and Hernandez. Obviously loads of pace as always, all on stay back while attacking. Again, it doesn't mean that you can't get the fullbacks involved, it's just if they go forward, it's going to be because you're doing it yourself manually, okay? Rather than the AI doing it, you get caught out of position, okay? CDMs, and same for online and for when I do my squad battles tactics, to be fair. CDMs are vitally important. Now, Josh changed his team up a little bit, right? And he had what he classes stoppers in there. So like he had Vieira in there. He's changed him. He said the way that FIFA is this year, with it can be quite ploddy and quite slow in attacking thirds, especially when you're playing sweatier games, which of course somebody like Josh is. Said he needs people on the ball that are comfortable on the ball and can do stuff, and Vidal and Tonali are really well rounded in every area, and it's hard at this stage of the game, but you need CDMs that can do everything. So see here, one of them, which in this case is Tonali, is on balanced attack. They're on cut passing lanes and cover centre, but he's on balanced attack, just to add that little extra bit of spice to an attack now and again, and it just keeps the opposition thinking as to, oh, there could be somebody else involved. Whereas if they can notice that both are on stay back while attacking, they'll completely just focus on the 4 attackers, and yeah, it just makes you a little bit more predictable, basically. That's all it is. Then the other one will be on stay back while attacking, so that if in this instance Tonali does go, Vidal's still there to recycle the ball and to build an attack up again. From the defending point of view, both on cut passing lanes, which is quite standard, and something I really like is cover centre, because that's where people are a bigger threat, in my opinion. So, moving to the attacking third of the pitch, so we've got Ginola here, who's been having rave reviews about, of course, why Josh has got him in there. Him as Lamb, which is on comeback on defence and getting to the box for crosses, and the same as the Ram, which in this instance is Kylian Mbappe, the cover star. So the defensive support, it doesn't mean they're going to be playing like right backs and left backs, but just means that when you're really digging in and you're defending, they're going to be more like wingers, like left midfield, right midfield, two banks of fours when defending. It makes a lot of sense, and plus with really good pace, they're going to be breaking really well for you anyway. And that's where the support on crosses, the get into the box for crosses, if you win it in your defensive third and you start moving forward, they're going to go forward quite quickly, which is a really good thing, and it allows you to have 4 players in and around the box when you're attacking, which is of course what you need and want for this formation. Right, Cam, which in this case is Neymar, on stay forward and get into the box for crosses. It's on stay forward because otherwise it would just be too defensive and you'd struggle to get out and you'd struggle to score goals. So the outlet in this formation is Neymar and is for the striker, which is Baby Pele. And Pele as the forward is on stay forward and stay central, and that's because Josh said you've got one striker, you need him to be in the middle of the goal. You can't have him drifting away or you're really going to struggle to score goals, which makes an awful lot of sense. So there we go, really good custom tactics and player instructions. I think give them a go. I'm going to upload them early on Friday so you could try them for Foot Champs this weekend. Hope that it works for you. Like I said, massive thank you to Josh for allowing us to post these tactics. Please go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, which is just Josh9. Link will be in the description. But guys, that's it for today. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later. See you later, guys. Bye bye.